there is a craving, longing for something more. Every single one of us feel it on some level, somewhere here, that there is something more than just earning money, making kids, giving birth, dying. There is something more. Sometimes we have this glimpse, moments of something that cannot be put into words. In this moment, there is no anxiety, there is no thought happening. You're not wondering, is this moment needs to be better in some way? You're not wondering where you will appear next. You're not wondering where you were before. You're just there in this very moment right now, and it's so perfect. It's so fucking perfect. It's just perfection itself. And in this moment you see a child smiling to you and you're like, yay! Or a bird just randomly flying, and you're looking at this bird and it's just like this bird just flew over here just for you to see, just for you to connect to this moment. Or there is just sun appeared from the cloud just for 5 seconds for you to say, hello, I'm here. And you're like, yeah, thank you, sun. Thank you. And next moment you lose yourself in your mind again. The more of those moments you have this in your life, the more you want them. It's like a drug. Once you've been there, you don't want to be anywhere else. And the problem is, again, the problem, you're not interested as much in this game anymore as much as you were before. First you kind of lose interest and you're like, what's the point? What is the point? And after you're like, okay, but I'm in this game, so there must be a reason for me to be here. Oh, there is no reason, doesn't matter, I'm here anyway. So can I just play in this game, be in this game, and be complete presence, consciousness, God, like all the time, not just glimpse of moments, but can I be there all the time? I guess that is what all of us trying to reach in some or another way. Musicians trying to reach this through playing, creating the music, and just like going into the zone, like artists painting and going into the zone. And some can just like wash dishes and go into the zone, drive a car. It can be in any kind of action. It doesn't have to be with art or extreme sports or making love. It can be right now, right here. There's no special conditions needs to be met for this to appear, for you to feel this. There is only one thing you need to do to feel this. It's just drop all your resistance towards yourself, towards the present moment, towards the past, towards people around you, places, towards the future. Any kind of resistance within you, it's like a block for you, and you're not going to be able to feel this flow of love, God, presence, unless you have this resistance, unless you forgive yourself, all versions of yourself, past version of yourself, future version of yourself, present version, unless you forgive everybody around you, the places, people, and everything. You just forgive and you reclaim, refine. I forgot the word. and you return to source. You release all resistance within this moment. Usually this resistance, whatever you have right now, it's appearing somehow in your body. It can become instantly present to your body and feel that your breath might be very shallow right now and you might not even breathe in, and feeling some tension maybe in the shoulders, maybe in the lower back. Bring your complete presence and attention in this area of your body, and this presence and attention dissolve this resistance and non-acceptance of what is. It is interesting to observe how we always want to fill this void inside ourselves with something, not realizing that we are void itself. We are always trying to fill this with some piece of information, thought, emotion, something outside of us, something inside of us. Like, we cannot stand the silence, the void itself. We always need to check our phone, like listen something on the way, music, podcast, news, talking to someone, thinking something. And I think sitting in this void and embracing it is one of the hardest practice, but at the same time one of the most liberating one. I don't have Wi-Fi right now, and my usage of internet is very limited nowadays, and I've noticed how much I depend on that, on Wi-Fi, and how much I actually use internet. Yeah, I can turn it off. I can don't use my phone for 1 week, 1 month, 2 months. I already practiced that. It's not hard for me, but it still feels like I'm just taking a break from my normal life. I try to restrict myself and limit the usage of my screen as much as possible, but our life is literally happening there, and it doesn't seem very possible, doable, and practical to me. So instead of just restricting and avoiding my phone, maybe I can find some way to use it more wisely, more mindful, like find my breath while I'm using my phone, thinking what do I need from my phone before just taking my phone without even thinking and just checking the time and going somewhere, checking some applications, have an intention. Why am I grabbing my phone? It's a big part of our life, and for us who practices presence and acceptance of what is, it's a challenge to also have that kind of practice and actually like using devices. I think with these devices that void became so much more harder to embrace than it was before, because it feels that we are feeling this void within ourselves with the screen all the time, with watching something, with device in our hand, and there is literally no minutes of silence. I mean, there is some, but it's such a habitual process that you don't even notice how you're just always there. I guess it's something to observe for us, how we actually using our phone. What intention do we have before we are taking our phone? How we feel after using our phone, what we just done there. Maybe it's not about just quitting, maybe it's about being mindful even of your screen usage. Sounds so much easier than it's done, but maybe I can bring some journal or another journal, some kind of practice for it. I don't know. If you have any idea how to be more mindful of your phone usage, please let me know in the comments below. Let's share with each other. I think it's one of the biggest challenge for us in these times right now. Today I feel at peace. I feel so much love and acceptance, and today everything seems so beautiful, wonderful to me, and just living and being. It's such a blessing. And when I feel like this, I tend to grab for this state, and I want to make it as long as possible. I don't want to exit it. And in this time, in this state, it seemed to me like, oh, I finally got it. I got it. Yes, I'm there, you know. And the next moment, like next day or in 1 week, in 1 month, I sleep again, and I was like, oh no. How did I appear again here? I was just there, you know, very present, very loving, and I'm again there. But I guess it's not about always being there, but it's about not having any resistance towards whatever you are right now. Are you in love? Are you in pain? You just don't resist whatever is happening. But I must tell you, in such a mood that I am right now, it's much easier to embrace and to give up resistance. Nothing is eternal, everything comes and goes, and whatever you're feeling right now will be gone next second, in this moment, and this sun will be gone, everything will be gone. It's not gonna be there anymore. It's not about always being in love, always being high and just like blessed, and in those moments where we're not high and loving and maybe resisting and having some pain and questions to life, we learn a lot. I mean, if we choose to learn, if we look at the situation and kind of ask ourselves, what can I learn from this situation right now? This unpleasant emotion, unpleasant thoughts, unpleasant situation is appearing in my life right now. It shows me something. It shows me the part of myself that I didn't want to look into, and now for me it's opportunity to look to this part of myself and embrace it and say, I'm here, I see you, I love you, and just smile to this part of yourself. That's it for today. And if you want to participate in more discussions in some Google Meet call, please follow my Patreon link and leave me a comment under the last post. And I decided to turn off my YouTube monetization. Who needs these ads, right? And I'm very grateful for your PayPal support, for your Patreon support. If you like whatever I'm doing on this channel, please let me know. It's very valuable for me. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Thank you so much for being here. I love you.